Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a double review. As you can see on screen, Iron Maiden. I'm a big Maiden fan, I've been for years, saw them 3 times back in the early 80s. And they're still going strong today, they've been going 50 odd years. So what I'm going to do is we're going to have a quick look at the new £5 coin and the usual inside look as well. And what's in the box. Nice little surprise in there. If you've been watching any of my other videos, you'll know what that one will be. But for now, let's just crack on, shall we? So this new £5 coin from the Royal Mint, it's 50 years basically of Iron Maiden, with the classic image of Eddie grimacing, but with the design that they've used on the coin, you can't really see it very well on the £5 coin, especially when it's only, how can we put it, monochrome. It's, well, I know it's silver, but you know, it's one colour. You've got a job really making any fine detail out. But when we get to the other item, you'll see a little bit more. Right, what they've done with this design is very, very clever. There's a lot of Easter eggs in there. Now, if you're an Iron Maiden fan, you're going to love this coin. You've got, come on, sit still, thank you. Tell you what, let's try and zoom in a fraction, shall we? Oh, that way. That's better. So what you've got, all these Easter eggs, you've got a pyramid, so that's obviously Power Slave. You've got what I always used to call the spaceship with the hanging pendant. That is from, what was it, Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. And in the background there, you've got a small Japanese looking pagoda. Now I'm not sure, but I think that might be from a nod towards the album. It's not on the album cover, but it's Senjutsu. It came out a couple of years ago. It's got a picture of Eddie in samurai gear, but there's nothing in the background. So I think that's a nod towards that. Also, when we look at the colour one, look at his left shoulder and his left knee. You will see like bluey green colour coming through. I'm not sure, but I think that might be something to do with Somewhere in Time. Now, that particular album, that's the one of the years I saw them, Eddie didn't have skin, but there wasn't any real robotics about him except for all the add-ons. I'm not going to spoil it. Look them up, have a quick look through the list of Iron Maiden covers. What I'll do, I'll put a link in the description down below to a page I found with some good clear images of them. You can have a closer look for yourself. Anyway, the coin. Right, yes, £5 coin, Royal Mint, Iron Maiden, usual stuff. We've got the King's profile from Martin Jennings on the obverse. £5 is the face value. Oh, excuse me. Right, let's zoom back out a bit so we can get everything back in now, shall we? So what we've got there is a bit about the band. Well, there's a lot about the band. There's the band's history, basically, going back to the early days when they first started up with the likes of Paul Di'Anno, before Bruce Dickinson on vocals. Changes of one or two of the guitarists, how one left, somebody came in, the old guitarist came back, and now they've got 3 guitarists, as well as a bass player, a drummer and a singer. So yeah, quite a big setup. A little bit there about the comeback, the Renaissance period, legacy of the Beast being the 1982 album, Number of the Beast. That's what they refer to there. There we go. Bits of the band back in the day as a young Bruce Dickinson. There's a lot about that guy that people do not know. Like, he is an airline pilot. He is, I believe, an Olympic fencer. I want to say Olympic. He's got I think a couple of doctorates in there as well. Oh, he's got quite a bit under his belt, that chap. Doesn't just stand at the front of a band and wail. So there's a little bit there about the maiden voyage, the early days again, and then on the reverse a little bit about the overall history, and explains that the reverse design, the main design itself, was by a chap called Alberto Curantes. Probably actually butchered that, so apologies to him. So you've got Cupro nickel, 28.28 grams, standard weight for a £5 coin, standard diameter at 38.61mm, confirming Martin Jennings as the obverse designer and Alberto as the reverse designer. So this is a nice little addition to the Music Legends set that's already out. So we've already had, I think, easily a dozen, including The Who, The Police, The Stones, Shirley Bassey, Elton John, Queen. There's been a fair few in there. And with the recent passing of Ozzy Osbourne, a few of us already, before this even happened, we were trying to push for the Mint to consider having Black Sabbath as one of the Music Legends. Hopefully that's what's recently happened in a good way, maybe, has made them have second thoughts, and maybe they will, maybe they won't, but hopefully they'll release something maybe next year. That would be brilliant if they did put Black Sabbath squarely on the map where they belong. So that's the £5 coin. A lot of information in that little bundle, so readily available from the Royal Mint and all the other usual outlets. So the other little chap came in a box, and what comes in a box, usually again from the Royal Mint, it's silver. Let's get that out of the way. So you get your normal box from the Mint, details on the back. That's the same blurb that was on the back, I believe, of the £5 coin. Pretty much, yep. So let's crack on, shall we? Now again, they've taken to doing a larger booklet. Rather than having the booklet inside the lid, it now fits on top of the box, so it's a bit sturdier as well. So again, what I'll do, I will do what I normally do. It's a bit of a cheat, but I'll hold it still, then you can freeze the page, freeze the screen, read the page. Now this information is basically the same as what's on the £5 coin inlay. So there you go, have a read of that, pause it. Nice little picky in the middle. That's a more recent picture. There's Bruce doing his The Trooper sort of part of the show. Trooper, classic track from the 80s, early 80s. Steve Harris, bass player, he's the original founding member of the band. And there's our Eddie again. So again, you're looking at this. Now you can see a little bit more than you could on the £5 coin. You've got the little metal tab, the bracket on his head. That comes from Peace of Mind in 1983, because that showed Eddie in a straitjacket having been lobotomized. The axe is from Killers. The shoulder there, it looks sinewy, it looks tree-like. So being tree-like, it could even be, which album was it? Fear of the Dark, that was it. It's the one where Eddie was actually in the tree, or part of the tree. So there's a lot of other things going on, not necessarily in that image. Then you've got the back of the booklet. Inside the box, you get your little card of authenticity, your certificate of authenticity. Now this particular one is, as it says, it's a 1 ounce silver proof colour coin, limited to 3,500. So by now this coin is going to be completely sold out. You're going to have to look for it on the secondary market if you want to get it. I got number 2443, so it's completely random which number you get, because I ordered this the second everything went live. Now I know people get pre-orders in, but for it to be gone that quick, this is totally random. So there we go, there's your facts and figures. So it's £2 in denomination, 3/9 silver, weight is 31.21 grams, so it's a troy ounce, diameter 38.61 mil. Martin Jennings as the obverse designer as usual. The reverse, it confirms Alberto there again. Proof finish. There's 3,510 in total, but in this particular instance, in this style of presentation, 3,500. The other 10 are probably in specialist sets or something. Probably a gold version as well, and if you could buy the gold version, you get a silver version with it. So the shiny silver painted version. Proof. Absolutely lovely. Now I don't know if I can get it to focus, probably not, but if you look at, like I said just now, his left shoulder and his left knee, the left shoulder I think is Fear of the Dark. It looks like it, when you look at it close up, it looks like it's bits of tree twigs, that sort of thing. The left knee I think is quite robotic, but like I say, Somewhere in Time is the nearest to that, but I can't think of anything or see anything there. You've got the little spaceship or whatever it was. Come on, thank you, sort your act out, thank you. With the little hanging pendant, pearl, whatever it is. Like I say, that itself is from Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. And then you've got the pagoda in the background, that I think is Senjutsu. You've got the pyramids, that will be Power Slave. You can't really see it on this shot unless you sit closer to the screen, but forehead of Eddie, you can see the little bracket that holds the top of his head on. So again, like I say, peace of mind. There's a fair few other things going on in that picture. I'm going to try and do some more research if I can find out a bit more about exactly what it is that's in there, all these Easter eggs. And there's the Martin Jennings profile of the king. Proof finish. £2, 2025. Usual amazing quality from the mint, and even better so, like I say, this one is a painted version. I don't usually go for painted silver. But when it comes to Maiden, yeah, I've been a Maiden fan for way too long, over 40 years. I first saw them in 83, again in 84, and again in 85. And I've not managed to see them since because ticket prices are just too expensive these days. But there you go. A little bit about my music likes, and a little bit about the two new coins that are out. The 1 ounce silver proof and the £5 Brilliant Uncirculated, both of Iron Maiden, both from the same set effectively, the Music Legends. And if, like I say, if you're into your music, try and get hold of them. They might be of interest. They're not going to be highly collectible, but they will be of interest. So that's it for now, folks. Hopefully you enjoyed that double review. If you did, please consider a like, leave a comment, hit the subscribe button, click the share button as well. Get me out there a bit more. It all helps. And I will see you lovely folks next time. Till then, take care. Cheers all.